There's Newman. Graham Good in the white car and in the red and blue one. Number 23, Win Percy, 4th position. Ford, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. And Win Percy, we're in his Nissan now. Ahead of us is Graham Good. Watch the gears. 5th gear, that is. Out of the crater curves, closing right up on Graham Good. Whoops, Graunches down to 3rd gear. Accelerates out. Win Percy, that brilliant Jaguar sports car driver, the man who crashed so badly at Le Mans last year. And that is Mike Newman, number 14 in 2nd place. Graham Good has got Win Percy right behind him in the Nissan. The Nissan seems to have the legs, and now Ratzenberger goes past Dennis Leach. Look back, there's the Rover. And Mike Smith coming through to take Dennis Leach as Ratzenberger closes up on Barry Williams. Goes off. Barry Williams off in the BMW. And now we go past Weaver into 10th position. James Weaver in the BMW drops back as Ratzenberger, the Austrian Formula 3 driver, gets away in Alan Minshaw's M3. Ratzenberger, Weaver, Smith, there's Dennis Leach into Redgate. And number 23 in car with Win Percy. 5th gear. Graham Good still ahead of us. Oh, that sounds very rough indeed as Win Percy graunches the gear down to 3rd. Out of it and up to 4th. Underneath Starkey's Bridge. Move over, Graham Good. Win Percy gesticulating. And you can see that Percy is rubbing the boot lid almost of the Ford Sierra in front of him with the nose of his Nissan as they come up to the right-hander at Coppice. Now, can Win Percy do anything about Graham Good's Ford Sierra Cosworth in front of him as he comes out of Coppice down the long straight towards the chicane? Yes! Past and up into 3rd position. Back into 3rd gear. Into the chicane, so Percy is 3rd. And ahead of us is Mike Newman in 2nd place. So Win Percy has demonstrated he can take one Ford Sierra Cosworth. Can he catch Mike Newman? Well, he's caught him. Right up to him at Redgate. That's the man in 2nd place. And now Percy goes through into 2nd place. Ford Sierra Cosworth leads Andy Rouse, and this car, the Nissan of Win Percy, is in 2nd place, really going for it. That's Andy Rouse, the leader, ahead. Look at the speed as we go underneath Starkey's Bridge. Really flying, 125 miles an hour. And look at this battle for 4th position. Graham Good, Rob Gravitt and Lawrence Bristow. Round McLean's. And Gravitt's Ford Sierra Cosworth is smoking. Look, smoke pouring out of the back. Into Coppice he goes, the right-hander. Bristow closing up on him a bit as Gravitt pulls off. He looks as though he's out of the race. Rob Gravitt drops back, loses 2 places. And starts touring as the rest go through and pass him. And up to McLean's and on to Coppice, Andy Rouse. But Win Percy is gaining. The Nissan is definitely catching the Ford of Andy Rouse. The multiple British champion Andy Rouse is being caught by Win Percy, this tremendously experienced multi-British champion himself. So we've got the 2 top men out in front. Under the bridge they go, down to the chicane to complete another lap. Andy Rouse leading, number 22. Win Percy 2nd, number 23. Out of the chicane, down the straight. We're riding with Win Percy up into 5th gear. Now watch him go down through the gears to Redgate. Straight back from 5th to 3rd. So it's Rouse ahead, leading. Percy 2nd. Newman is in 3rd place. Graham Good is 4th. Lawrence Bristow is 5th. And Guy Edwards is in 6th position. Up to the old hairpin. And off onto the grass goes Jeff Kimber-Smith's Toyota Corolla. There it is. Straight past it we go. Andy Rouse ahead. Watch him get through these 2 men. Pass one to the right, pass the other to the left. And Win Percy closes right up. down into third gear, out of McLean's, up towards Coppice. And here are the first two. There's hardly anything between the Ford and the Nissan now. Win Percy chasing Andy Rouse under the bridge. This is the fastest part of the course, 125 miles an hour. Down through the gears again. Up into second for the chicane. Right, left, Rouse. Percy. This is a fantastic drive by the GTS Nissan. It's only the second time it's appeared in competition this year. It nearly won the ETC round here at Donington, and now there's only Andy Rouse's Ford ahead of it. Redgate. Rouse has now got Win Percy looming large in his mirror. Onto Craner curves. Building up speed. Andy Rouse, of course, tremendously experienced, as is Win Percy. It's all excitement and anticipation in the pit lane. And here's why. Andy Rouse leading. Right behind him is Win Percy. It's getting to be a very close thing as Mike Smith exits the pits to rejoin the race after going off. And soon there'll be driver changes for all the cars. This is the old hairpin. And Andy Rouse is fighting for his life and first place now, because Win Percy is swarming all over the rear of the Ford Cosworth. We're travelling with Win Percy and the Nissan. Ahead of us is Andy Rouse, the race leader. Out of McLean's, look how close it is. Up to Coppice. Now, this is Win Percy's chance. He's in an ideal position to slingshot his way through into the lead. Coming right up alongside the Ford Sierra Cosworth of Andy Rouse. Under the bridge, Rouse pulls away. There's more horsepower with the Ford than there is with the Nissan there. Down into the chicane, and Win Percy's going through. He takes the lead. Win Percy leads. He's got a clear track ahead of him, and he has just broken the lap record. 94.4 miles an hour. Percy leads, Rouse second, Newman third. Bristow has gone up into fourth position. Good has gone down to fifth place, and Guy Edwards is sixth. Redgate. Down the straight and into the chicane comes Win Percy and Andy Rouse. They're lapping a very smoky Graham Hathaway's Ford. Past it they go. We're travelling with Rouse. Win Percy is ahead, the race leader. Up to Redgate. Percy. Rouse. The Nissan pulls away. And it looks like Win Percy has got it made. And onto the chicane. Andy Rouse is back with Win Percy, battling for the lead. Down to Redgate. Percy on the inside, Rouse on the outside. Percy holds the first position. Rouse ducks out and gets past. Rouse in the Sierra leads Percy in the Nissan. They're coming up now to lap Graham Hathaway's car again. And Rouse is boxed in. Percy gets through, straight through the middle. What a fantastic bit of driving. Win Percy has regained the lead in the Nissan. Now, can Andy Rouse get past the Nissan again? He's done it once. Can he do it a second time? They come up to McLean's, on towards Coppice, and in front of them, Tony Crudgington's Toyota Corolla. Percy is through. Percy's past Crudgington. Now Rouse has got to get past him, and he does so. Up to the fastest part of the course again. Andy Rouse is catching the Nissan. He's going to take him. He's back in the lead. Andy Rouse takes the lead again in the Ford Sierra Cosworth through the chicane. Percy's dropping back. He's going into the pits. This is where Win Percy is changing drivers, and Alan Grice is going to take over. So Mike Newman there is now second. And there's Win Percy out of the car. Alan Grice is in it. Slams the door. And at Redgate, Lawrence Bristow, number 19, is in third place as Alan Grice exits in fifth place. And that's Graham Good in the pits. He was fifth. Guy Edwards comes in. He's going to hand over to Johnny Dumfries, the ex-Grand Prix driver. Helping him with the belts. Changing the wheels. Dumfries is going to go out. Guy Edwards has completed his stint.